Thank you so much for tuning in and spending a little time with us on this Tuesday the 20th. The 50s are gone. Sad to say, but it indeed is the reality. We knew it was coming. We've got 47 for daytime highs tomorrow. We've got the 40s and the 30s for daytime highs throughout pretty much the entire forecast period. A little sun, some clouds, some rain, some snow. It's all in there, and I'll outline it for you in more detail in just a few moments. First off, let me say that I guess the only good thing that came out of some technical difficulties last night, for those of you watching the Foothills feed, was the fact that I did get to be reminded just how many folks were waiting on this program. Thank you so much for all the calls, the texts, the emails, the messages. A lot of folks, and I mean a lot of you, so I'm so gracious. Sorry you had to do it, nonetheless, but nevertheless, you did make any and all effort to let me know about the problems, and it was on their end. And as I posted on Facebook, because that was the only means I had at the time, but as I mentioned in that post last evening, it is an ongoing gremlin, and they are trying to see that it doesn't happen again, but it is something that we think will be permanently taken care of as soon as we get our new studio online. It's the same location, but all the new hardware is in place, and I suspect that it's probably going to be a couple of weeks away in all reality by the time I get a good workflow down and get used to an entirely new system of doing this show. There's nothing going to be the same as I have done it really for the past 16 years. Looking forward to it, but a big change, and it's going to take a lot of effort. All on my part, but we think that will fix any and all problems, and it's going to really change the appearance of the program and the function of it as well. So keep me posted. Let me know when those problems do occur, because more often than not, I'm trying to be more than one place at the same time and am not always aware. Headlines tonight include an arrest and an arrest following an auto accident earlier today in McGoffin County, and I'll go over as much as I can of the regional dance competition hosted by the McGoffin County High School this weekend. A lot of news tonight on the Mountain Parkway expansion project and from their field office. Some other reminders for you as well, and a whole lot of news to get to. Referring to those reminders, two meetings that I'll be covering for you between now and the next time I see you. The first will be the Sagersville City Council, which meets this evening. And as I told you a few days ago when I first received the agenda, several items on the rather lengthy agenda, including discussing of annexation, the municipal insurance premium tax, employee insurance coverage and costs, and occupational license discussion, all that and much more on the agenda. And then there will be a meeting tomorrow at 4 o'clock of the McGoffin County Fiscal Court. The 15 deadline imposed by Kentucky law that occurs when a fiscal court has a stalemate, in which the McGoffin County Fiscal Court did in their first meeting of the year on the 5th day of this month, is up today. The 15 days are up today. That means tomorrow the McGoffin County Fiscal Court has a meeting slated for 4 o'clock. This is a regular session meeting. Items on the agenda include discussion of a road resolution, a contribution to the 2015 Civil War Reenactment Committee, and hiring employees. You'll recall that I've covered on a couple of occasions that Magistrates Matt Wireman and Buck LeMaster could not go along with Judge Harden and Magistrate Rooster Reisner in regards to hiring not all county employees, but omitting 3 from those that were hired up until the end of the year. And, of course, with the new administration taking over, even though it's the same administration, obviously, but technically a new administration by Kentucky law after Hardin won re-election, they rehired all employees, but without the nomination of those 3 per the judge's recommendation. Tomorrow, it's expected that the judge will break the tie, as he has the legal authority to do. We'll have a camera there at 4 and a report to follow. Once again, that's a regular session meeting of the McGoffin County Fiscal Court tomorrow, where it's expected that they'll be at least discussing the hiring of employees, and we're expecting that those road employees and others which have not worked since the first of the year will go back to work per the judge's wishes. Another wreck on the Mountain Parkway. The Mountain Parkway is something we'll talk about in another headline in just a few moments. Right now, though, a single vehicle accident and a subsequent arrest this morning on behalf of a McGoffin County Sheriff's deputy. Jonathan Holbrook responded to the scene of the single vehicle accident and immediately recognized that there was a situation with the driver who appeared to be under the influence. Reading from a copy of an arrest citation filed by Sheriff's Deputy Jonathan Holbrook and some accompanying photographs supplied by the Sheriff's Deputy as well, we see the remnants of a single-vehicle auto accident on the Mountain Parkway. The driver stated to authorities and EMS personnel upon their arrival that he'd hit a slick spot on the Mountain Parkway while traveling west right at the McGoffin-Morgan County line and lost control of his vehicle. There appears to be indications that also happened, but in addition to the fact that he may have just driven off of the right side of the roadway and failed to negotiate a curve, the vehicle appears to have rolled over a couple of times. He was out of the vehicle upon emergency personnel's arrival, and then shortly after being questioned by Deputy Holbrook, Holbrook says that he appeared to have been under the influence. The individual driving the pickup truck first refused medical treatment at the scene and then was given a field sobriety test by Holbrook. He exhibited slurred speech, says the citation. He failed field sobriety test and then gave scent to search the glove box of the pickup truck for insurance and other identification or materials. And once inside, Holbrook's citation says that he discovered 2 unmarked bottles, one containing what appears to be 13 to 14 Neurontin, a prescription substance not in its original container, and also a bottle of liquid, which, after some further examination, appeared to be human urine. After further questioning on scene, the police citation also indicates that the accused, Joshua Whitaker, indicated that and admitted to being in possession of the urine to use to pass a drug test at the Suboxone Clinic. After he refused medical treatment on scene, protocol, as I understand, requires law enforcement to first take individuals to a hospital to be cleared medically before they can be taken to the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center, or any detention center for that matter. We understand that Holbrook did transport Whitaker to the Paul B. Hall Medical Center. He was examined and released and then lodged in the Big Sandy Jail on charges of driving under the influence and possession of a prescription not in its original container. Now, more on the Mountain Parkway. Construction to begin next week. I'll tell you what kind of construction, and we'll talk to a representative, actually the project manager at their field office location here in Sagersville after these messages. On the Mountain Parkway today, you may have seen crews posting signs in lieu of construction to begin next week on a specific project within the Mountain Parkway expansion. BZAC Construction of Lexington was awarded nearly $19.5 million for this specific project, awarded last month by the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet to widen 1.4 miles of the parkway and at the same time create an interchange at Gifford Road, all about 5 miles west of Sagersville on the parkway. The initial construction, they say, will create minimal impacts on traffic. However, they are issuing a word of caution that motorists should be aware that there will be a reduced speed limit in the work zone and flag crews might be working in the area periodically. The Gifford Road Interchange project is one of 3 that are slated to begin this year in the west area of Sagersville in what is described as the McGoffin County Central section. In addition to work near the Gifford Road area, projects to make improvements on the Kentucky 7 interchange and the Kentucky 30 interchange are scheduled to begin this year. To tell us more, Marshall Carrier, the project manager for the Mountain Parkway expansion, was in their new field office earlier today, where we discussed the purpose of the office and as well getting us up to date on those aforementioned 3 projects that will all begin this year. Marshall Carrier, the project manager, tells me that with larger or those considered mega projects within the cabinet, such as the Mountain Parkway Extension Project, it's often customary to have a field office in the central location of the project.
Well, the main purpose is to provide that connectivity with the residents along the Parkway project, and allows them to come in and get a glance at some of the plans that we have on display that we've already taken to the public, as far as public meetings are concerned. And also answer questions as much as we can about the right-of-way acquisition process and the effectiveness of the parcels. So.
The office has been in operation only a few short days, but already seeing quite a bit of activity. In fact, 10 to 15 people have been in just today asking various questions, most of which they can provide some information or direction to. And he says they anticipate much more activity in the coming days and weeks, especially when they get closer to work on the Restaurant Row area, which will affect a larger number of landowners. As for now, though, things are already starting to happen. Visually, motorists as of today should start to see signs that were being posted on the Mountain Parkway closer to the Gifford area And those signs are indicators as to construction beginning there in the next few weeks, in the earliest stages at least. And Carrier also outlined a timeline for the next couple of years.
Around the Kentucky 30 Gifford Road area, that's where we're starting to, the traveling public will see some signs up along the roadway talking about cutting trees and so on and so forth. That's the actual process to get construction started. We have to do some preliminary preparation before you see a lot of the heavy machinery out there. So we have some signs along the road just to kind of let the public know that there will be construction starting in the next week or so. Kentucky 30 area right here, Gifford Road, is where the immediate construction is going to take place in the next couple weeks. And then soon after, Kentucky 7 interchange, we'll be updating that interchange. And then after that, around May, we're letting a portion of the job right here in the middle. So within the next year, you're probably going to have about 5.5 to 6 miles of Mountain Parkway under construction. And then soon after that, late 2016, we have the Sayersville Restaurant Row section coming up.
And to answer any questions you may have or concerns, the field office, as I told you, I think on Friday's program, is open in the McGoffin Plaza in the location that Appalachian Wireless housed before they moved on up to the Parkway. And they're open 6 days a week with staff members there and all sorts of materials for you to use and see. Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, 10 till 2. Tuesdays, 10 till 7 to accommodate anyone who may work in the evenings and need a later time to stop by. And then Saturdays they're in as well, 9 till noon. They also have a phone number established at 349-8160, and you can always keep up to date from home on the project at mtnparkway.com, short for mountainparkway.com. Forwarding on over to tonight's community calendar announcements brought to you by McGoffin Farm Bureau. A couple I still don't have typed in. It's been a hectic week already here. My apologies. But a reminder, the Substance Abuse Free Environment, our SAFE Coalition, has a regular monthly meeting set for tomorrow at noon in the McGoffin County Health Department. Everyone is invited. In the education room, lunch will be provided. And also a reminder that the Elk Creek Free Will Baptist Church has got revival starting tomorrow night at 7 and at 7 p.m. nightly. Thereafter, Pastor Paul Heiner invites you all to join them for revival, beginning tomorrow night at 7 at the Elk Creek Free Will Baptist Church. Oh, and before I go any further, I need to back up. I've got some birthdays that I almost let slip by. Beginning with this one, and Haley, apparently a lot of folks wanted me to wish you a very happy birthday because I got 2 or 3 requests to do it. It says, please wish Haley a happy 6th birthday. Her birthday's today. With a lot of love from Mom, Dad, Mama, Papa, and a whole lot of family and friends. It's Haley's birthday. Today, she's 6. Happy birthday. And this one says, a happy belated birthday wish goes out to Paul Minix. It's a happy belated 60th birthday with a whole lot of love from Frankie and Sons. And back to announcements. I got a call from Tim Stamper at the lower end of town who found a set of keys last evening while he was walking in the park. He turned them into City Hall. So if you lost a set of keys, possibly in the park, they may be at City Hall. An announcement from our McGoffin County Senior Citizen Center. Food boxes distributed this Thursday, day after tomorrow, 12:30 till 2:30. Please bring a box, and everyone has to recertify in February. This all from Program Director Marlene Howard, reminding us that the Senior Citizens has food boxes distributed this Thursday, beginning at 12:30. And bring a box. And bring me your calendar, birthday, anniversary, or other announcements so I can tell everybody. You can always bring it to the newsroom, drop it off, or mail it, phone it, fax it, email it, Facebook it, however you want to do it. I'll put it on for free and be glad to do so. Turning to funeral service announcements, 62-year-old Larry Curtis Barnett of Sugar Camp Road in Sayersville passed away on the 17th. He's survived by his wife, Rilla Craft Barnett, sons Larry, Thomas, Andy Curtis, and Timothy Lee Barnett, and a daughter, Thelma Lee Barnett. Visitation is this evening and until services. They're set to start tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock, all of which from the McGoffin County Funeral Home Chapel. Burial will follow thereafter at the Arnett Cemetery at Middle Creek. Connie Ann Bailey Eastep, 46 of Parkway Drive, passed away on the 19th, yesterday's date. Surviving is the sons C.J. Donovan Cole and daughters Sheila Cole, Patricia DeBoard, and Leanne Cole. Visitation will begin at 10 o'clock and until the services, which will be Thursday at 1. Visitation and services on the same day at the First Church of God at Paintsville in her honor. Burial will follow at the Grigsby Bailey Cemetery at Riceville. The McGoffin County Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. 81-year-old Galen Howard of Buffalo Creek Road passed away on yesterday's date, preceded in death by his wife Thelma Gamble Howard. He's survived by sons Husky Howard and Jerry Howard and daughter Sherry Lynn Howard. Visitation is this evening, all day tomorrow, and prior to services, they'll start Thursday morning at 11 in his honor, all from the McGoffin County Funeral Home, with burial afterwards at the Howard Family Cemetery on Buffalo. Once again, 81-year-old Galen Howard. And 88-year-old Dola Howard of Flat Fork passed away on Monday. Those left to mourn include his wife, Dorothy Preston Howard, daughter Garnet May Howard, sons Dola Don, Ronald, Charles, James, Arthur, Millard, Paul, and Billy. Services for Dola Howard are going to be conducted this Thursday morning at 11 from the Sagersville Funeral Home. The family welcomes friends this evening, all day tomorrow, beginning at 9 a.m. and anytime prior to services. And services still being set for Carter Castle of McGoffin County, who passed away over the course of the weekend. They are being arranged by the McGoffin County Funeral Home and to be announced soon. To show you every single dance and every single performance in their entirety as they relate to this past weekend's regional dance competition hosted by the McGoffin County High School for the 14th, 15th, and 16th regions. It would take hours. Even in a condensed form, I could only get it down to about an hour and 20 minutes. With that said, we'll take a little time, give you a glimpse as to all the first place performances, and then see who took home the ever so important title of Grand Champion. In the 15th region, middle school, Palm Division, Adams Middle School took first place over second place, Dorton. In 14th region, Palm High School Large, Letcher County taking first place. In 15th region, high school Palm small category, first place went to Prestonsburg High School over second place, McGoffin County High. And in 15th region, Palm High School medium size, first place went to Pikeville High School. The smallest of all categories, team performance, the first place trophy went to Prestonsburg High School. Second place went to Shelby Valley. Turning to middle school jazz in the 15th region, Adams Middle School took first place over Harold Whitaker. With first place jazz in high school, small division going to Prestonsburg High School, ousting second place to McGoffin County High. And last in the jazz division, 15th region in high school medium category, first place trophy went to Johnson Central High School. Cowan Middle School took first place in the hip-hop division for middle school. Cowan in the 14th region. In 15th region middle school, first place hip-hop went to Dorton, while second place went to Johnson Central. Letcher County took the first place trophy in hip-hop in high school large division for this dance. While Shelby Valley took home first place trophies in the high school small division of hip-hop in 15th region. Letcher County, going back, was 14th region. And this performance by Johnson Central High School won them first place in medium division high school hip-hop. In the open division, Cowan won middle school open. I don't have that on video tonight. What you're looking at here is the first place performance of Adams Middle School, who won first place, obviously, as I just said, also in the open division for middle school. And that left one performance left. That was open division for high school. The dance you may have seen performed here in Montgomery County during Lady Hornet and Hornet basketball, performed by the Montgomery County High School dance team. And after all those awards, all those dancers anxiously awaited the grand announcement, the team who earned the title of Grand Champion, the highest honor of the competition. Grand Champion is determined after the top 2 scores from each team are added together and then divided for an average. And in this case, one sure way to make a group of girls cry is to announce the award after they'd had 2 second-place finishes.
All right. Your grand champion for high school. Same criteria. Same criteria. You need at least a minimum of 2 competing disciplines combined and divided into your overall score. First and second out of the 16 competing. First and second separated by 1 point and a half. Your grand champion for the 2015 14-15 region competition with Montgomery County.
As it turns out, the Montgomery County High School dancers, who were unopposed in their open division dance, did so outstanding in that dance that score combined with their second highest gave them well more than enough to earn the title of Grand Champion. And they and their coach seemed a bit surprised and delighted.
Well, we've put in a lot of hours of practice on snow days and late nights, and trying to use the gym and share it with everybody. And these girls have worked so hard, and to get to this point and have this feeling is just—it's hard to describe.
Try to tell me about the 180 that everybody went through emotionally there in that last few seconds.
Oh, yeah. We pull second place in Palm and then second place in Jazz, and I think that kind of made everybody's heart just kind of drop. But I knew with the open performance that we did was so strong, I don't know, I just had faith that maybe we could pull it off. And then by 1.5 points, we pulled it off, and we won Grand Champions.
Now what?
We're going to state. I wish I could say we were going to Disney World, but we're going to go to state first.
And I'm going to go long if I don't get out of here. Congratulations to all those who participated, all those who had placed trophies, and, of course, our grand champions, the Montgomery County High School dance team. A low of 37 degrees tonight, some isolated sprinkles after 1 a.m. That's about it. Tomorrow, we're in for a nice midweek day. Mostly sunny and 47. Oh, you're going to have a west wind to deal with, maybe 3 to 8 miles per hour on your Wednesday, but that's just about it. It's going to be a nice day. Sunshine's going to be very nice. It's going to be rather in and out, though, because sunny during the day, clouds are going to thicken and increase during the nighttime hours. A cold front coming will give us, I think, dry conditions. Right now, I don't have any precipitation in the forecast for tomorrow. Those isolated sprinkles tonight, but right now it looks to be just mostly sunny at the start, mostly cloudy at the finish with a west wind 6 miles per hour or so, becoming calm in the evening. And as for your Thursday, mostly cloudy and 41 and around 26 degrees for nighttime lows. Just cloudy across the board. No precipitation in any form and no sun either, and temperatures right around the 40-degree mark for daytime highs. That's my time for now. Thank you for being a part of it. Now you're seeing Friday's forecast, and we'll have a few changes, I'm sad to say, for the weekend that are not an improvement. More clouds and more precipitation than what I had expected 24 hours ago, but we'll talk more about that next time when I have more time. For now, thank you so much for watching, and have a good night.